Oh.
Now it's going live.
Well. All right. I see people coming in. Who was the winner? Who was the first one that was let in? Was that you, Adam? Or Anya? All right. What is it really actually 11? Oh, it's 11:01 exactly. So we feel that today we're going to have a lot of people on because we have a lot to go through, given our show is in 18 days. So I'm certain everyone is starting to work on the show and all the planning involved in it. All right. Hope everyone is enjoying their summer. All right. Should we get started and actually start this on time?
Sure.
All right. Welcome everyone to the July issue of the ISSA Show Exhibitor webinar. I am Iris Weinstein, the Director of Strategic Partnerships and Sales. We've got John Gebhardt, and we also have Jordan King on here today. We are very focused on operations and planning for the show. You guys are starting to work with your exhibit houses, ordering all your supplies for your exhibit space, your products. We know that you guys need all of the tools and resources, and we are going to go over all of that today. So welcome. We're going to go to the next slide to talk about the schedule. The next slide is going to be just a photo of our floor plan. We are well over 75% sold out of exhibit space. So we're super excited to have at this point over 500 companies. We will get to over 600 this year. The show dates, the first day of the week will be the 18th, which is Monday, and that's going to be our education day. So there's no trade show. That is when everyone will be setting up their booth if they haven't already started on Saturday and Sunday. And then the show floor opens on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So next slide.
It's going a little slower.
That's okay. We discussed this before, and we're going to get into registration, but registration is in Hall A, which is at the bottom of the screen here, which means that when you go into the Bayside lobby area, you're going to be making a right, which is where the FedEx office is located, and you're going to go straight down that hall, and that's where you're going to pick up your badge and then go out the doors and go back into the lobby so you can go into the main entrances. If you guys haven't already checked out our new updated website, ISSAshow.com, please do so. We have a really great schedule on there. You can see everything that's going on, all the education, all the workshops, but all the real details are going to be in the ISSAshowplanner.com, which many of you are familiar with. We've been working with the Map Your Show for quite some time. So everyone on this call should be registered for your own personal My Show Planner, which will be located on ISSAshowplanner.com. Every year you have to create a new username and password, or username is going to be your email, but your password is going to be whatever you name it for this year. That's really important, and that's how you can add individuals, you can add companies, you can add products. You know, this is where you can, as well as attendees, can actually follow your company. And that's the place where, as an exhibitor, if you upgraded to your level 1 or level 2 listing, all those attendees that create their own profile and selected something within your digital listing, you're going to get their contact information. So let's go to the next slide. All right, so I have these big buckets, that I want to talk about here. So what's new with the show? So I started talking about education. We're going to continue with that. Our full schedule is on ISSAshowplanner.com. You can take a look. There's a million different ways you can filter the information. You can do it by day. You can do it by attendee type. So if you're looking to see what education is available for distributors, what education is available for contractors, you can do it that way. You can look just for the social events, just for those evening networking events. So try to go in, get a little bit of an understanding of what's going on so you can share that information with your staff. The next thing on there is going to be, we will be launching a new feature within your digital listing, and everyone will have access to it. Everyone will have access to appointment setting. So what that means is that an attendee is going to create their ISSA show planner. They're going to go into the list of exhibitors. They're going to be able to go in. And if you activate it within the Exhibitor Resource Center, then they can request to schedule an appointment with you. We have had this feature in the past, but we were not able to turn it off for companies who do not want to use it. This year, the technology, the way that it works is that you, the exhibitor, have to activate it within your Exhibitor Resource Center, your portal, and then you can use that as a way to schedule appointments. So we're going to send an update next week on when that's going to go live, but just another opportunity to engage attendees and prospective attendees to the show before you even get there. All right, next is going to be networking events. So this year we have put a lot of energy and effort into creating events on the show floor and off the show floor to really engage with your target audience. So if you're looking for contractors, if you're looking for distributors, we have a whole menu of events that are specifically geared towards those attendees. And you, as the exhibitor, if you are looking for that type of audience, then we suggest you go to those events. We have a variety of different price points and sponsorship opportunities to access these events, and we're gonna walk through that. Last thing on here is that we will be sharing with you during this PowerPoint who the speaker is going to be for the distributor breakfast on Wednesday morning. And the speaker is also going to be speaking at the general session on Monday morning. So again, Monday is education day, and we start off that day with a big general session. All right, so that's the new stuff. Next slide. Registration. So this year we have a new registration vendor, and we will be opening registration in August. I'm working on all the final details on that. Each company will have an allotment. So for every 100 square feet you reserve, you get one complimentary expo only pass for your staff. You'll also get 2 additional for being an ISSA member. You'll also receive additional passes if you are a sponsor. If you're also an industry partner member of ISSA, you will also receive 5 additional. All of the calculations will already be in registration when you initially log in. You will see your total number of allotment. Once you use your allotment, the fee for your booth staff badges is going to be $75 per person. So that's the expo only badges. Expo only badges, booth staff personnel badges. We're talking about the same thing. The next level of a badge is going to be your all access pass. So I put in here what that includes. So you do get access to all the education on Monday and some of the education taking place on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on the show floor and off the show floor. We also have a spotlight event from ISSA on Tuesday morning before the show floor opens. We will have a welcome happy hour in the convention center on Monday at 4:30 that you'll be welcome to. And then so that's what comes with the all access pass. There are a few events that do not come with it. We'll talk about that in a second. But that is generally what you're going to see when exhibitor registration opens. All right, so next slide. Well, this is fun. This is the fun slide because you guys are gathering who's going to be working the stands this year and figuring out what, most of you have already pre-booked your housing, but we just wanted to show you, where we're at right now with housing. We have a lot of availability. We have 3 new hotels. We've got the Four Seasons, the Bellagio, and the Vdara. So please note on there, the longer you wait to reserve, the prices may go up. So just wanted to let you guys know, that information. And then all of this is in the portal, in the resource center. It's also on our website at ISSAshow.com. All right, next slide. Oh, this is really exciting. If you guys remember, many of you from last year remember, we had some really good discounts from a variety of different airlines and car rental facilities. So we have them back this year. We've got Air Canada, Southwest, United Airlines, Delta, and Avis. So please go to the travel menu item on the top of the ISSAshow.com and look up, I think it's like travel discounts. So take a look at that. And the last slide for me is just a timeline of key dates. So it's literally almost the last days of July. So it's time to log into your portal and look at all the forms, the service manual, and everything. August, September. A lot of the sponsorship artwork deadlines are going to be in August and September. Registration will open. Registration will not open next week. I'm just giving everyone just an update because I know that's going to be a question. It will not open next week. It will likely open the week after. The print ad and the print listing deadline is August 30th. And then our meeting room deadline is September 6th. And then Jordan's going to talk about the deadlines for all of our partners. And then booth selection, we are looking to start sending out the applications mid-September. So that's just an overview of key dates, but I'm going to pass it on to, I think Jordan's up next.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm sure a lot of you already know, but I'm just quickly going to go through like how to log into your exhibitor portal. And then I'll kind of walk you through the new Exhibitor Resource Center, which we used to call the Exhibitor Service Manual, just so you know, it's pretty much the same thing. We're just rebranding it. So your exhibitor portal, I put the link in. Most of you have this. I also sent out an exhibitor bulletin this morning, and it has your link for your exhibitor portal in there and instructions on how to log in. But just to quickly go over it, could you go to the next slide, Rachel? Thank you. So the exhibitor portal link and all of the emails are going to go to your primary contact that's in Map Your Show. So if you're the primary contact and you want other people to have access to the portal to look at the Exhibitor Resource Center, what you're going to do is you're going to log in to the portal. And then on the left-hand side, you're going to see on the bottom where it says users, you're going to click that user button and you can go ahead and add in anyone in your company that you would like to have access. So you'll just go in, add their email, add their first and last name. And then the only thing I would say is just to make sure that that active category that's on and says yes. And then as soon as you submit that, they'll receive an email to be able to go in and create their own password. So then they'll use their email address and password to be able to log in. So that's how you can have multiple users log into the one portal, which is really helpful if you have people working on different things. Next page, Rachel. So like I said, the Exhibitor Resource Center is what is replacing the Exhibitor Service Manual. And that is now live in the portal. So currently it's everything can be found under the resources tab that's on the left side of the homepage. And it's split up by different sections. So we have like a frequently requested information section. We have a general info, contacts and support section, an exhibiting rules and guidelines and instruction section, a section on registration and hotel booking. And then we have a few sections that are just like how-tos, some request forms, and then all of your exhibitor service order forms. And then next page, Rachel. And then I did want to go over some really important deadlines that will be coming in the next few months. So all of your display request forms, which can be found in the ERC, are due September 13th. And those are due to show management. Most of them are jot forms. So you'll find the link within your portal. And then the lead retrieval advanced discount deadline is October 10th. We have October 15th, we have a couple deadlines. We have the EAC deadline, which goes through GES. That's all linked in the portal though. And then also the GES advanced warehouse open. So you can start shipping your stuff if you want to ship it ahead to the advanced warehouse. And then October 28th is going to be the GES and the Mandalay Bay discount order deadline. So that's your big deadline. Those two vendors are where you'll order most everything from. And again, in the Exhibitor Resource Center, I have it listed out like exactly who you need to order what from. So like electrical, plumbing, internet, all of that comes from Mandalay Bay. Rigging, if it's over 200 pounds and has electrical, that's all listed out for you so that you don't have to try to guess who to go to order what for. And then the Metro AV is who we're using for our show floor AV. And their discount deadline is going to be November 1st. The GES warehouse stops receiving shipping November 13th. And then show site shipments begin November 16th. So those again are just a little bit all the big stuff and the deadlines coming up. But there's also a PDF called Important Dates and Deadlines in your ERC that you can download just to keep on your desktop so that you stay on top of all the deadlines. And then next page, Rachel. And then yes, official vendor list. So this is also can be found in your ERC, but it's another just really good document that I would recommend downloading and just reviewing. It basically just lists out all of the contact information for what you're going to need to order and who to go to. And then just a reminder, I know that sometimes we'll get random emails from companies that we haven't heard of just poaching and trying to have you order from them. But if they're our official vendor, it's going to have this logo on there, our trade show partner logo. So just if you're ever not sure, look for this logo. And if it's not on there, send it to your salesperson and just say, hey, I don't think that this is our actual vendor. We'll get to the bottom of it. But yeah, again, just a reminder, look for trade show partner logo to make sure that you're ordering from the correct vendor. And next page. And then just a quick little overview. And again, all of this is in the ERC, so you can always refer back to that. But what is included in your standard booth? So if you have a 10 by 10, you'll have black back wall drape. You'll have the 3-foot side wall drape. And then you'll also have a booth ID sign. We do require that you have flooring that can be ordered from GES, or you can bring in your own. But just a reminder, that's not a new rule, but just reminding everyone that flooring is required on the show. And then next page. And then that is all I have, but I will also say, again, I did send out an exhibitor bulletin this morning, just kind of going through all of this information, giving you specific login instructions in case you haven't logged into the portal. But feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'm happy to help. So.
Perfect. Thank you, Jordan. And again, guys, what she was saying there, just to reiterate on, I always recommend shipping stuff in advance to the advanced warehouse. It's going to be there. It'll be at your booth. I've seen a lot of people try to cut some costs and it ends up burning them because they don't have stuff for their booth because stuff happens. So take advantage of that. Log in there as soon as possible. The discounts for the service contractors are really good at the start. So you want to get those as quick as possible and save money where you can.
John, I had one more thing. Sorry. So when you do log into your portal, you'll see the resources tab. That's currently where all of like the exhibitor information you need to know is. But just so you know, we're also still uploading some important stuff under the checklist tab. So next week, log in and make sure you look at that checklist because there will be some new items in there. So I just want to make sure that they're not missed.
Perfect. All right, so I know Iris mentioned the show planner to everybody, but this is kind of what it looks like to give everybody a feel. You have the exhibitor list, the show education schedule, the floor plan is on there. Just tab for our new exhibitors, product gallery, and then our innovation participants, which I will get more in details on that in a second. Really exciting program this year. As you can see, the ISSA show planner right here again, this is the exhibitor list. So really what we want to pop up is, as you can see, there's some logos and everything and descriptions. The ones that have logos and all that, they upgraded to a level 1, which I'll show on the next slide what that looks like. But regardless of, everyone has a listing like this. And you need to make sure you go in and fill out your company description. As you can see on this page, some companies have not done that yet. You need to go into your portal, just like Jordan had mentioned before. This is also in here, and that's where you type in this information, and it goes over to the My Show Planner site. So make sure whoever the person who's in charge of this gets on top of that, because really in the next couple months, as we know, everybody starts thinking about the ISSA show. They start looking at this, so you want all your information up to date and look as good as possible. This is basically, for example, Resolute Tissue, for example, this is, they have an upgraded listing. So this is like an image that they have in their listing. So basically when you do upgrade to a level 1 or a level 2, you get images and videos and things like that. So really, really highly suggest doing that. On top of all that, you also get the leads from that. So for example, if you click on the little plus sign up there that says add to my show planner, or the plus sign says reimagine school restroom with Revo, like that'll pop up and like that person will become a lead for you. And it's fully listed in your portal and all that. So it's really good cost point. It's only $900 to get a level 1. Really highly recommend it. It's just good leads and a great way to showcase your product. And the companies that do a level 1 get about 4 times as many views as those who don't. So really highly recommend it. And then one other thing I wanted to say on top of the planners, everybody on your team needs to create a My Show Planner account. So go to ISSAshowplanner.com, create your account, and that way you have access to it. Everybody who's going to the show on your team should have access and should get a My Show Planner account. So make sure you get everybody to do that. And then exhibitor registration, we kind of went through this already, but again, just to reiterate it, for every 100 square feet, your company receives 1 complimentary booth staff badge. If you're a member, you get 2 additional badges. Industry partner members get 5 additional. And then, as it says here, primary contact has access. But as Jordan showed you guys before, you can add users to who needs to be in there. So just to reiterate that point, we get a lot of questions on this. That's kind of why we put it in here twice. And again, if you need additional badges beyond your allotment, it's $75 per badge, and then at Expo and the all access is $149. This is another opportunity that we're bringing back this year. I will let Irish chime in at the end of this, but I'll start it. Basically, we're at this In Poverty Period campaign, tackling stuff to end the stigma. And basically, like, this is something we did last year, had a lot of success, and you can sponsor into it. So I'll let Iris describe this part on the next slide.
Yeah, End Period Poverty is a campaign through our ISSA advocacy group. And we actually packed 500 hygiene bags for this charity, Purse Power, last year in Las Vegas. So it took place in the ISSA booth last year, the packing. They're looking for sponsors of products. So the products that they're looking for are on the right side of your screen, and they're also looking for donations. So the one that we're really looking for right now is the bag sponsor, right? So so we can obviously have your logo on the bag, and when we go and give to the charity, they're going to know obviously, who sponsored, in addition to all of the wonderful products that were donated. We are also doing a happy hour in the ISSA Experience Hub for advocacy, as well as you can donate for the actual service project, which is $5,000. So this is an ISSA sponsorship program. And so you can reach out to John and I and just say, like, this is what we're interested in, and we can connect you with Stacy or John Nordruff from ISSA. So we'll have more information if this year we are going to go with Purse Power. We might go with a different organization, but it was very powerful last year. So that is the volunteer charitable opportunity, but I did see a question in here, and I think Jordan, I think other people are wanting to know. Will we have a organization that that exhibitors can donate product to at the end of the show?
Yes, so I'm actually currently in the middle of getting all of the logistics worked out with that. So yes, we will definitely have some sort of donation program. I'm hoping by our next webinar that I have a lot more information so that I can provide you guys with that. And then obviously when we get all of that finalized, I'll put it in the next exhibitor bulletin. All of that information will be uploaded in your portal in the ERC. So yes, we definitely will be having one and more information to come.
Yay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I think we're gonna kick it off to John now to talk about some of the sponsorship opportunities that we have.
Yes, we are. So as we know, guys, always to help increase ROI, we have some tremendous opportunities, and we just wanted to highlight some in this webinar that, again, have deadlines or things coming up or stuff. Maybe there's a lot in a sponsorship deck. So we just want to highlight some things that we really think you can find value in. So the first thing is overall, our premier benefits, obviously platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. These have been in place for years for us. And with each tier, you get exposure and all this and extra badges and an all access pass, depending on. But really, the key factor that I think people miss in this sometimes is those additional boost space points we put in last year. And it really does elevate you as our show works. We have seniority and a point system on how you get into boost selection for 25 and getting the best location possible. And really the fastest way to improve that is to get to one of these levels. I saw a couple companies last year. They've only been going to the show a couple years. They've been spending advertising, and they're just so thrilled because they really told me, like, John, you're right. Like, this is leading to us getting a better spot on the show floor. So really taking consideration, at least getting to one of these levels, the bronze level especially. We have some great items that we're going to showcase you, but just want you guys to realize, like, that is a really big selling point that we just added last year. And it's a really great way to get involved and help you guys as well for future years. Again, I talked about it with the ISSA show planner, but first thing, everyone gets their basic listing. As you see, company name, address, profile, social links. Please make sure to update that. That is something that companies don't take advantage of. And it's good to have that description because some people, need to know what you guys do. And that's exactly what we're here for. Again, like you saw with that Resolute tissue example, that was a level 1. That's where you get the images and the videos and those access to online leads. And then the level 2 just builds on top of that. So more images, more videos. There's some more show specials around it. So you just get more value. And again, the key to thing that was also that I didn't mention before is the level 1 and level 2 companies become our featured exhibitors. So they appear when you click on the exhibitor list. They appear at the top of that because they're the featured exhibitors at the show. So just better visibility and all the time. And then as you see those stats right there, it's pretty staggering, honestly, the 181 to 574 by just getting the basic level 1. So please, if I recommend you take anything from this PowerPoint, besides all the great operational stuff, this is something that you should be investing in because it leads to success, and truly it's a great way to measure your ROI. And then the other exciting thing that Iris had hinted at this, but we'll go into a little more detail here, is these are these new networking packages she talked about. So basically we have different levels. We have Diamond, Champion, Spotlight, and Supporter. You buy into one of those levels, and you buy in one of the categories that you feel is most exciting or fits your business need the best. So there's distributor networking events, there's the happy hour, first timer breakfast, distributor event breakfast. If you want the contractors, there's a happy hour, a late night BSC event, which is on the next slide, and I'll also talk about the distributor breakfast on the slide after that. And then if you want facility manager, end user customers, happy hour, first timer breakfast on Tuesday, Wednesday. So this is just a great way for people to connect with you off the show floor. We know in your booth, that first couple days, it's crazy in the hall. You talk to a lot of people. It's brief conversations. These are a chance for you to get more in depth. You get a VIP area within all these places. I'm going to go to the next slide. Iris is going to help me explain some of the couple like great features we're going to have. But these are really, really cool networking events. This is us taking actually our survey that attendees did, and they said, we want more networking with distributors off the show floor. Well, and we want more networking with contractors and facility managers. And we have done that here. So this is really something you want to buy into. We're so excited. Iris, I know personally spent a lot of time helping with this. So I'll let her explain the BSC and the distributor slide next.
Oh, cool. All right. So we have premier events within each of the audiences. So for the contractors, for that audience, the big event is going to be Monday night before the show opens. Monday night from 7 to 10 at the Foundation Room. So for the attendee, BSCs can attend this event through the registration. It's $75 per person. Exhibitors, if you want to go to this event, you have to sponsor the package. So with the lowest tier package, which is the supporter, you get 2 tickets for the event and all the other events that are in the package. But this really is where all the contractors are going to get together. Like I said, before the show opens, we're going to have food, we're going to have drinks. We are working with Cleaning and Cocktails, who which is owned by Route, and they will also have a separate area within the Foundation Room, and they're going to be doing some live podcasting from there. So we have more sponsors already than what's on here, but it is going to be an amazing event. We've never done something like this before. Yes, we've done happy hours. Yes, we did the big bash, but we've never done it towards a targeted audience. So, and we do have limited space. So for Foundation Room, it's, max 500 people. So, so it's going to be an awesome, amazing event. And we hope you guys want to support it amongst the other 4 events within the contractor package. So the next one on this list is the distributor breakfast. So this is going to be the premier event for distributors. So Mickey Bergman is a 2-time he's a 2-time Nobel Peace Prize nominee. He runs the Richardson Global Outreach Organization that literally brings Americans who are held hostage home from around the world. That's his core mission at the Richardson Center. So he is going to talk about finding your own negotiation, communication, leadership style. He's got 20+ years of this, and it's very fascinating. He just published In the Shadows that just came out about 2 months ago. So he will be our speaker for the distributor breakfast. Next. All right. So these are all of the benefits. So you guys can, many of you already have this. It's on our website. We can send this to you. But ultimately, you are a supporter of the audiences that you are sponsoring. So, there's so many people that come to the ISSA show, and, we hear feedback from you guys. We don't know if it's a distributor coming in our booth, end user coming in our booth. You have appointments already set, people randomly are showing up. This is an opportunity to sponsor the audience that you want to target and be in the same room as them. Not necessarily in your booth, but at these events. So we would love to, get your support on that. And the packages each come with a certain number of tickets for accessing. I did fail to mention that the distributor breakfast for distributor attendees will be in the registration for them, and it is $50 for them to attend the event. So in September, I'll start talking about, the situation, like if we're about to sell out, or if we had to increase the numbers because we had such great feedback. But hopefully you and your team will consider investing in these events with us. All right, on to you, John.
All right. And again, guys, to Iris's point with those benefits that she talked about, if you do bronze, you're kind of a double sponsor, as I kind of like to say it. So you get all the benefits of bronze, then you get all the benefits of sponsoring an Ignite, and you're listed as both. So it's really kind of something even at that 2850 to really invest into, again, because we've never done it and we spent a lot of time, and I think they're really going to make a huge impact. So on to the next thing that we've had a while, but we have reinvented this year. It's our Innovative Leaders Award Program. So what we have done with the innovation category this year is we've actually divided it into categories. So basically you enter your product, but you now enter it into one of these categories: environment and sustainability, hygiene solutions, automation equipment, business and technology, and then facility solution care. We have an industry choice award there that is voted on by the attendees at the show. All the other ones above will be picked by our judges, and I'll go through the details of how this process works. So basically, let's just say you guys are interested or have a product. You reach out to me or Iris, we get you booked. Awesome. We send you a full checklist. We go through, you fill out a job form. You pick the category that you think your product fits in. Awesome. And we have all these. It's a beautiful document. It says ISSA Innovation Rules and Regulations. It's awesome. It has every possible question. I had someone tell me you entered it, like, Jesus, John, I couldn't think of any other question to ask because this document had everything in it. So we try to help you every step of the way. Well, how the process differs this year is during preview week, which is October 7th through the 10th, we'll have pitches. You will do your clean pitch. You will be assigned the day. The pitches in each category will be on a certain day, and they will occur all week. And you will do your 5-minute clean pitch. The judges will vote on that. We'll have webinars as well with that within that series, but you will do your clean pitch, and the judges will pick the finalist. Those finalists will get to go and present at show site, and then we will pick the winners at show site for each category. So really exciting. Kind of a sports metaphor guy myself, but basically you're in the semifinals when you do your clean pitch. The finals is at show site. So really exciting. But beyond that, you get to showcase your product in our newly designed innovation theater. We're going for more of an Apple Store setup, by product category. For like our automation and equipment area, we're doing this automation runway where those products and machines will be running. So a totally different look than what we've had before. So it's already the most visited spot on the show floor. It's definitely going to be that again, because I think we're reimagining and doing it in such a different way that it'll be great. And you will get to showcase your product in there as well. And then the other thing you get that we added this year is every participant gets a 2 to 4 minute booth interview where you can talk about the product, talk about your company, and then we give you that footage post-show to use for whatever use you guys feel. So really, for this cost point, there is so much like that you gain and get with doing innovation. So if you have something that you're bringing to the market, or it's new this year, or you really feel like it's doing something great in the industry, please talk to us more. We can go through it. We can set up a call and go through all this, but we spent a lot of time, and we think these categories make it more sustainable, more something for everybody here. And now it's more better off. Like, you've got a chance to absolutely win and do great in all these categories. And we pick judges that are very experienced from all backgrounds. So we're really excited about it. So if you have interest, let us know. And then the last few things we have, just general stuff that we want to keep in mind, because they're kind of date oriented. So our targeted Eblast, this is one of our most popular digital products. Again, it's a 5,000 send to the audience base of your choice. Most companies on this are going distributor, facility service provider, just depending on the audience you want to hit. We have almost sold out of all of these. We just have some October and September dates open. So if you want to get in on this, really the traction we've seen that gets the best views is 3 months and in. So September, October, we still have some dates available. So if you feel this is a great need and you want to do it, you can tailor your message. Please let us on the sales team know and we'll get you booked with a slot. Next great thing is our show guide. We mentioned this before, but again, some about our show guide. It is going to be print and digital this year. So very, very exciting. We've never done that before. So we're very excited to offer it to you guys. Again, there's different options on here. There's what's hot product guides in here, full page ad, half page ad, different things in here. Just know that deadline is August 30th to get in this. So if you're thinking, hey, I want to do an ad that's going to be print and digital, please let us know because we do have that hard August 30th deadline to get you in.
Oh, wait,
Again,
John,
one of the, yes, sorry, Irish, go.
just so everyone knows, in the past slide, that little triangle at the very bottom of the show guide from last year, that ad piece is available. So many people don't know that. So I wanted to just point it out that if you are interested, let John or I know.
Perfect. Good point. And then one item, this is a new thing. We did like a what's hot category, but we kind of separated it out this year. That's more became our exhibitor spotlight, which is a full page ad. This what's hot product guide is you get to showcase your product. So 150 characters, product image, name, title, booth number, hyperlink out to where you need it to because it is digital now. And the exciting thing about this is really that $1,800 cost point. I mean, if you have something and you think you got a good product, it's worth putting in the product guide. You're going to get some exposure. We've already had some companies buy into it, but really it's just a great lower cost offering that's going to get you play both print and digitally, which we've never had again before. Next thing we want to talk about, not really sponsorship, but this always comes up every year around this time, is our meeting hubs. These are built out, fully furnished rooms on the show floor. And we're bringing this up a little earlier this year than we have in the past because we are almost selling out of these fast. We only have a few of these left. So if you have not booked theirs and you usually get one, or you think you might need one, this is something you really, really want to invest into because you can use this during all hours of the show. So like, let's say on Tuesday, 10 to 5, you have access to this, so you can use it. So this is a great way for, if you guys need to have some important meetings, you know, the booth gets a little loud and everything. It's a great way for some quiet that a lot of companies take advantage of. So we have our 10 by 10, 10 by 20 packages. Again, we're bringing this up sooner than we have before because they are selling out. So we do anticipate selling out of our meeting hubs this year. So if you think you need one, please reach out to Iris and I, and we can help you get booked. And then our meeting space options. So these are, we have boardroom space and conference room space. Boardroom, max 20 people. It's a little nicer room, mounted screen, $2,500 per day. And then we have conference room space, $1,750 per day. Doesn't have all kind of bells and whistles of the boardroom. But this is more meant for like breakfasts and stuff, not during show hours. So just so everyone knows, we do have a meeting request form in the portal that you'll need to fill out. But if you reach out to me or Iris, we can give that to you as well. That goes to Jordan's team. And again, that deadline was the September 7th, right? Was I wrong? Did I see that wrong?
September.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, just make sure. So those are your options. Again, we're bringing these up honestly a little sooner than we have because we are filling up with these more so than ever. And you know, the deadlines are deadlines, and Jordan we can't give you a room that we don't have. So if you think this is something you want or you got questions, please bring it up to us. And that concludes my piece. So I don't know what we have in the Q&A because I was clicking through the slides.
Yeah.
So
I was monitoring the questions, and Jordan was as well. We kind of addressed everyone so far, but you know, we did go over a lot of information today. And so I think the highlights was going to be the exhibitor kit, the exhibitor service manual, That is
Resource Center. We keep changing it.
Resource Center,
Yeah.
Exhibitor Portal, whatever you're used to. It's, please go in and start looking around and start reaching out to those vendors. Exhibitor Reg won't open till mid-August. Sponsorships, if you get in, the sooner you get in, the better. We want to include your logo on all of the signage, and all of the materials will be due in the next, between now and the end of August, beginning of September. Yeah, I would say those are the key, and create a ISSAshowplanner.com. So any other questions? I literally don't see anything. You guys seem like you got it on a Friday at the end of July, ready to
Yeah,
go.
we'll get all the questions on Monday.
Yeah, it's all good. And again,
Fine.
guys, we'll have this recorded, and I'll send it out to you guys. And then if you need the slides, I have them. So just ask, and they will also be put up in the resource center at some point. But if you want them sooner, just let me know. I have them. So just wanted to make that point. But thank you guys so much for joining us, and have a good weekend.
Thanks,
Have a good
everyone.
weekend, everyone. Thank you.